Can't hear.
Okay, we've got flour, 390 grams. I sent you all a handwritten recipe. Did you all get it? Did you all get it?
Yes. We typed.
Okay, so the flour is 390. We have salt, 3/4 to 1 tablespoon. It depends on how much of salt you want. Then sugar, 1¼ teaspoon or 1 teaspoon. Baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon. Okay.
1 minute, 1 minute.
I've got all that. All the
Please come again. No, please come again. I don't know what you said.
Repeat. Why do I have to repeat? It's already given to you all.
Cannot be heard.
What she said?
You can't be heard. Speak
You can't
louder.
be heard. Okay.
She has already posted on the group.
Yeah. I've got the flour, 390, salt, 3/4 teaspoon, sugar, 1 teaspoon, baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon. Okay. Yes.
Mercy, we are getting that sound because there are two phones operating near you.
Yes, correct. Because there are two phones operating.
No, there's a power off. Okay, that's
So I'm adding in the butter. 250 grams butter. Now, can you see the butter? I've checked it. I've chopped it very small. Okay. So I'm using my pastry blender.
yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, 1 minute. 1 minute. Just wait.
What is this atta you have taken?
What's that?
What is this atta you have taken? Maida?
Atta
Or
All-purpose flour. Maida.
Maida, no? Okay.
Yeah.
The quantity you have not told us.
It's there, 390.
She's given the recipe now. Just check over.
Peggy, just check the recipe on the group.
Okay.
Wait.
So you get it.
Wait.
You have to mix it till you get it like breadcrumbs. Okay. You have to lift it up like this. Now the AC is on, so you have to lift. Actually, you have to lift up the.
Hey, wait.
Sorry. So you have 255 grams of butter. Now I'll take the cold water. Okay. Yeah. So are you all with me till now?
Yes, yes.
390 flour, butter, salt, baking powder, and sugar. Okay. See, this is not ready because it's not, it's not like a ball. You can't get it like a ball. So you'll have to add a little more water. See, the adding of water depends on the water quantity of your butter, how dry your flour, the flour, and then, a lot of, okay. So we'll not handle it too much. We get it into like a, okay, 2 minutes. I think I know.
Everything that you prepared.
Yeah. So we'll cling wrap it. Nothing. Okay, we cling wrap it and we chill it for about an hour.
The sugar powder or
Sugar powder.
Shit. Sugar powder.
Okay, so we'll just chill this.
Hey, wait. No.
Just give me 2 minutes. I'll clean up.
you have to sling wrap and keep it in the fridge?
Yes. Yes.
You have to sling wrap and keep it in the fridge?
Yeah. You have to chill it for about 1 hour. Okay. I've done one earlier, 1 hour ago, and I've chilled it. can actually roll it wherever you're rolling your chapati, you can roll it in that. Now I've got this, don't use any plastic. This is food safe plastic. So I'm using it. Just let it settle down a little bit. Now I'm cutting the cover. Okay. So okay. So we don't want to add too much of flour because it will cause a little imbalance to the whole ratio. Okay, the butter and the flour mixture. So I'm using a offset spatula. So are you all with me? I'm rolling the top now.
Yeah, yeah.
You should try to get this kind of a plastic, no? That is food safe. Sorry. We're just letting it kind of settle down a little bit. You know, sometimes when you buy these little mints, these little chicken patties outside in the shop, they're kind of little lopsided here and there. That's because it wasn't, allowed to. These pastries also have tensions like us, no? They have to release their tension a little bit. We have to allow them to chill. I don't want to use too much of flour. See, it's a little dry, so I'm just adding a wee bit of water more. Okay, I've given you all the recipe for the filling. I'm not showing it to you because it's a very easy recipe. Okay, you don't have time for that. So it's very easy. You just have to heat your oil, about 3 tablespoons oil. I'm not sure if I put that. Tomorrow, in the evening or tomorrow, I'll definitely give you a very something that is typed out. Okay, I'm so sorry. You put your oil and then you add, those ingredients, I have put them in such a way so it's just easy, one after the other. Okay, you add the onions and you allow the onions to sweat a little, not like when you want to get your Mughalai dishes, not that brown and golden. Okay? It just has to sweat till the raw, and you can add a little salt, very little. Okay, because in the chicken there's already salt, so we don't want to use too much of salt, very little salt. And then you add your garlic. After the garlic, what's there after the garlic? I think it's a chicken there. You add your green chilies and you add 1 red chili. Okay, cut it all very fine, very small. Now, these are the tops. The tops. You either take a fork later and just poke. I like to do this, okay? Or maybe just one hole. You got it? Did you get it?
Yes, yes.
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 Thank you. Okay. Okay, now we are rolling I'll preheat my oven. Now I'm cutting a little bit bigger size than the tin. Okay. Okay. See these tins? Just placing them on these tins, on this tin. Push it inside. Now the next thing. Yeah, after the green chilies, you keep stirring. Don't add water. Okay, the chicken will release its own water. Okay, and then after that, you after the chicken, you add your little bit chili powder. It depends on your palate. If you want to add chili powder, you add, and then you add parboiled carrots. Okay, that are chopped. Parboiled carrots and parboiled potatoes. Parboiled carrots, parboiled potatoes, and yeah, that's it. And then towards the end, before you switch off the gas, the stove, add your celery, and then you taste for, you know, whether you want to add more salt or you want to add more chilies, or maybe a little bit, maybe another 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of that tom yum paste. Okay.
You have mentioned in your filling, Mercy,
Yeah.
nampla, 1 teaspoon optional.
Yeah,
What is this?
it's a kind of a fish sauce. It's
Okay.
you know, yes. So
A fish sauce. Okay.
yeah. Now, I don't mind fish and chicken, you know. So if you are not too happy with it, you know, not too happy mixing chicken and fish sauce, you can just omit the napla. Okay. That's it. The filling is, the filling is so simple. Don't you think the filling is so simple?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I'm sure with the chicken mince, it will cook very fast too.
Yes, because it was marinated. So you don't really need to add any more liquid to your chicken. Okay, the chicken, and for me personally, I don't like chicken mince that's bought from the shop. So I like to mince them up myself. See, this recipe I think I've given you for 250 grams. So little bit. You can just you know, chop it up yourself. It's much tastier when you chop it up yourself.
Mercy, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry if correct me if I'm wrong, but your recipe does not give potatoes.
Isn't it?
The recipe that you have given for the filling does not have potatoes. It has baby corn and mushroom.
Actually, it's there. I think in the photograph I didn't take it. See, it's there. Second last. See the second last, it's there.
After celery.
Yeah. No. Along with the carrot and the carrot and potatoes, you add them together.
Carrots, parboiled. Huh?
Any problem? Does anybody have a problem?
You put celery leaves also.
No.
What's that?
In that recipe, leaves of the celery are there.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Leaves of the celery, she said.
Yeah, you have the celery stalks and you have the leaves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people don't like using the stalk. But I say use both. Got it?
Okay. Thank you.
I'll show you. I have some in the fridge. I'll show you. Okay. Now, after you've done this, you have to dock it. You have to poke so that it doesn't rise and you know, it bakes evenly. So you just have to. So there's no chance for it to rise up. Okay. Now we add the filling. Okay, this is how the filling looks. Now you don't want it to, you want it to look whitish, then don't add what you call chili powder. I've added little chili powder here today. Let me get the egg wash. Here's my egg yolk, and sorry, and you can add just a little bit of cream. Okay. Have I given the proportion? Maybe you can use 1 tablespoon of cream, or you have fresh cream, you can use that, but not these whipping cream. Huh? Okay, so now you place these on the top. Okay. Hmm? Okay. See, Omna is doing it like a pro. She told me she never did a pie. She's never done a pie, and look at her now.
Really, no, I'm the best.
Please, you give me too much of wait.
Oh, sorry.
There's no cover. I'll give you a cover. This one, make a hole in this. What? Don't matter. You just make a. Okay. I'll just make a cover for that. Okay. That's it. Make the bowl. Thank you. Okay, so now we give it a leg wash. See, it's so fast. You know, after it's baked and cold and before you serve, you could actually put a little, in that hole, you could place a mint leaf. It will look very pretty. You know, like a little plant going up in a pot. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sprinkle some sesame. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's it. Now, sorry. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? What's happened?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we
Now I'm
can.
going to put it in the oven, okay? Now we bake it at 200 degrees for 10 minutes.
What is the temperature?
200. Okay. Now just give me some time. I'll clean up this place. Okay, 10 minutes.
At what temperature?
200. Okay, 200 degrees, 10 minutes.
200 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
Down there. So do you all have any questions regarding this little mini pies? It's so simple. It's so simple.
How much of sugar you have used?
Sugar depends on
How
your.
much
I
of
have
sugar?
used 1 teaspoon. You can use 1.5
1 teaspoon.
teaspoons. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, it's yeah.
When you use the egg yolk as a glaze, would that seal those holes?
No, they won't.
Okay.
We did not get the full page in the picture, only till celery.
We can't read also. It's very faint.
The one that you have sent is only till celery.
She's sending it again, no? Typing it and sending.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
sorry,
saying.
I'll send it again. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's why I did not ask anything. Somebody.
Yeah.
Is the sugar to be powdered?
Now, what's that? Does
Is the
anybody have
sugar
a
to be powdered, or have you used it
yes,
just?
powder so that it will mix easily with the flour. Okay. I just remembered in India, it's very funny. They call cakes, you go to the cake shop, they call these cakes as pastries. It's actually not pastries, they're just cakes. Cakes made a mixture of batter with flour, butter, eggs, whatever. This is pastry. This is the right pastry. It's just 2 ingredients, flour and butter. That's it. Cold water. This is the right pastry. I don't know how. I think one person started making a mistake and then everybody just followed. Okay. So our friend who's requested me, this is dedicated to you. I'm sure you're going to be very happy. I just went inside. I don't have a very big steamer. I've got a normal steamer, which just takes about 6 inches round, 5 inches, those that kind of a thing. I'll show you the steamer. Okay, doesn't matter. Later, I'll show it to you later. Okay, so now we're going to do this steamed fruit cake. Okay, it's actually called kue buah kukus. Kukus means steamed and buah means fruit. So it's a mixture of fruits. So when you go to the cake shops in Malaysia, what they say is orang lama punya kue. Orang lama means old people's. And I used to be wondering why this orang lama's cake, for orang baru. That means for the new people. I don't know, there's a way of describing it. So when I was young, my mom used to bake cakes in the oven. And I always thought cakes are always baked in the oven. And then when I started working, please be careful. When I started working, my friends used to bring after Hari Raya, they used to bring cakes and, all the sweets that we make. They call it kue, They used to bring that, and each one used to ask, "Lu punya berapa jam?" That means like, how many hours is yours? Another one will say, 2 jam. Another one will say, 3 jam. And I used to be wondering, what's that? 2 jam, 3 jam, that means 2 hours, 3 hours. Another one used to say, 6 jam. So 6 hours, what's that? 3 hours and 2 hours and 6 hours, what's that? Then when I asked them, they said, oh, we steam it that long. So guys, you have to steam this cake for at least 3 hours. I didn't put it up there, then you'll not attend the class. What? Steaming for 3 hours? But believe me, the taste is amazing. Okay. And then when my colleagues, I looked at them and I said, I thought to myself, when I was young, I thought only the poor people, they don't have an oven, so they're steaming it. But these girls, they're working with me. All of them are getting a nice salary. And why are they steaming? So they said, eat this and then you will know. I said, yeah, eat it. But, anyway. So our friend in the group, this cake is for you. Okay. Now, we have, I'll read it again. We have dry fruits, 300 grams. Okay. Now, dry fruits is something that you can, now this cake, it's not like our British, we follow the British style of fruit cake. Okay. So this cake is just, fruit peel, then you have raisins, cherries. It's a combination of all that, dates, so it's up to you what you want to add. Okay, what you like, you can add that. So basically it has to, after you mix it, it has to weigh about 300, 320, even if you go 250. Sometimes I do it for the house, just tea time thing, then I do it 250, Then you have your flour, that is 320. Then your COT is cream of tartar. You get it in these bakery shops. Then your bicarb soda is 1 teaspoon, salt is 1/4 teaspoon, and nutmeg powder. It's amazing with nutmeg powder. Okay. Now, I have, what is it, 50 grams thing?
Where's the other phone? Because, sorry. This one? No, I think, yeah. Just leave that. Now here are the fruits. Okay. So I've taken some dates, I've taken some cherries, I've taken some raisins. Then I've grated little bit of orange zest. Okay. So this is the flour. And the flour has cream of tartar, baking soda. Now nutmeg. Okay. Now we add 1 teaspoon nutmeg. Okay. Never use these ready-made nutmegs, please. It's like you've taken so much of trouble for all this, and then you go and, just tip it out of a bottle, please. It's so easy. It's over. Let me just check. Okay. So you take 1 teaspoon of okay, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Just a little nutmeg. I love nutmeg. Okay. Okay. Now you have to reduce it to 180. It's 10 minutes in 200 centigrade. Now 180, another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, did you all understand this temperature thing?
Yes, yes.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Now the flour is ready. Now I'm adding the I'll add it a little later. Okay, I add it a little later. Now I'm taking the butter and the sugar. Okay. Sugar, butter. Now I'm sure you all know how to do this. So just spare me, I'll just do it in my process and I'll bring it back.
Can you use a processor?
What?
Instead of using a hand whisk, can we use the processor?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay, do you all have any questions?
Mercy,
Yeah.
is this very similar to the Christmas pudding, which is also steamed?
Yeah, but Christmas pudding is so rich. This is very simple.
Oh, okay.
Very simple.
On YouTube.
You know, I told Omena which button to press, and then she called me, and then I said, "Couldn't you watch it when I showed it to you?" And she said, "Don't act smart. I'll just leave the camera and run away now." Okay. Now beat 2 eggs. Okay. Now I'm adding one more egg. Let me just check the. Okay.
How many eggs did you add?
3.
What?
Wait, 3 eggs. No? How many eggs do you have?
Okay.
How many eggs?
Three. Now I've forgotten to add. I brought these bottles here, but I've forgotten to add. Now 2 teaspoons cream of tartar. Cream of tartar. Bicarb soda, 1 teaspoon.
Don't let them mess.
Salt is already there. Okay. Now I'm adding the fruits to the.
Keep some for the topping. Keep some for the topping.
Yeah. I've kept it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry for disturbing.
No. It's fine. Okay. I'm not using almond. I'm not using vanilla essence today. I'm using almond essence.
Mercy, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The fruits, did you add any alcohol in it?
No, this is a Muslim fruit. This is a Muslim cake.
Okay, no, because the one I do it is with alcohol. That's the reason why I asked. It's okay. Yeah.
What you want? No, but I'm showing you the authentic one. See, authentic one, they don't add nuts. But when I was growing up, there were no nuts. But when I was working, these girls had modernized it a little bit and add some nuts and not much like us. We like a lot of nuts. Very little. You have to search where are the nuts, that kind of a thing. Okay. Now I'm going to make the caramel. Okay, give me a sec. Give me some. I'll just check. We just give it another 5 minutes. Okay, now I'll show you all how to make the caramel. This is water.
The caramel will be liquid consistency, I guess, no?
What's that?
The caramel will be liquid consistency, I think, no?
Yeah.
It will be dark liquid.
Yeah. Okay, we just leave it here for some time and we'll mix the batter. You just leave it. Just remind me to come there. Come. So now, just mixing the batter. I think the eggs are a little small size today. Maybe I don't know why it's so dry. Add a little bit of almond essence. Remainder of the egg whites that we had, no? So what I used for the egg wash. Just see it's brown. Yeah. Now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of molasses. Switch off the gas, please. when you are adding the molasses, add it when you are beating the egg. Okay, I forgot. Sorry. Have you switched off the gas? Okay, thank you. Yes, yes. So it's not so dark. Let's add a little more. I have another watery one. Okay, I'm adding a little more. If you're getting from out, get this brand. Brandma is very good. Okay. Now bring the caramel. Okay. You know, it should be, the caramel should be boiling like this, and it should get really dark. Be very careful. If you've not made caramel before, be very, very careful. Yeah, when it became brown, I just added half a teaspoon water. Okay, when the sugar got brown, I added half a teaspoon water, and this is your caramel. Okay, go fix it. You've added the caramel.
Mercy, so you've got to add the caramel when it is hot.
Yeah. Hear it sizzling there, sizzling away. Yeah, that's it. So easy. Okay, now we just, I've taken a 6-inch tin. So you make a tent like this. See, these steam cakes will not be like our baked cakes, in the sense, our baked cake rise up, you know. This will rise, yes, because of the cream of tartar and the bicarbonate of soda. But there'll always be a little dip. Another thing is, you should not cut this steamed cake today, not tomorrow, after 3 days. Okay? Better still after 1 week. It's you know, it melts well and it matures after about a week. But you can cut it after 3 days, 4 days you can. Okay, that's it. Now just sprinkle some nuts. I mean some fruits on the top. I've used various normal, no cranberries, no apricots. That's I put that in my Christmas. By the way, I'm having a Christmas fruit cake class. Anyone wants to join, you can message me. Okay, and I also take orders for Christmas cakes. You can message me. Okay, that's it. Now, don't tap the tin like how you normally do for other cakes. Okay, don't tap it. All the poor fruits will go down. Okay, just give me a second.
Can't hear you much.
No sound.
So sorry. Sorry. What I said is that this cake is usually steamed for 3 hours, minimum 2.5 hours. Okay, but you can keep it out after it's baked. You can keep it out for about when I have done this during, I have baked earlier. I mean, I steamed this earlier. Last year I did it, and it stayed out. That's during the Christmas time. Stayed out for about 2 weeks. I made 2 weeks before, 2 weeks, yeah. Now, what I suggest is, if you don't want to spend so much of time, hovering over this, you could do it in a 7-inch or an 8-inch, but you won't get that height. Okay, 7-inch, and then it would steam faster. Maybe the first hour, full heat, and then next half an hour or 45 minutes, medium heat. Then the next half an hour, very low heat. That's it. Come. I'll show you how I'm going to steam it because I don't have a very big steamer. Okay, I've put a stand here. I'm placing this here, full flame.
putting it here on. See, the water is coming, half of it. I've got a cover for this, but it's right inside. I'm too lazy to take it out. Okay. Now, I'm using this cover now. Okay. I'll switch over to my high. I'll switch over to this big one. Yeah. Okay, that's it. You know, normal houses, I mean, at home, we always have this kind of a steamer where we, you know, I use it to make my Chinese steamed balls. What do you call that? Momos. Momos.
Dumplings, momos.
Yeah. Momos. So it's not one more. It's inside. I just took this out to make some to steam some stuff yesterday. What you could do is you could use a 6. I'll show you a 6-inch. Last week, somebody wanted a steamed cake. They tasted my steamed cake and they liked it very much. So they asked for a steamed cake. I did a 6-inch thing for them, put it down, covered it, and then I put another one, 6-inch. And after an hour, I changed. You know, the top one came down and then this one went up. Now, while it is steaming, what you should always do is check every half an hour. And then pour boiling water. Don't pour normal water. Pour boiling water. Because then the temperature is going to be the same. If you're going to add normal water, then the temperature is going to go down. Okay? Another thing about these cakes I forgot is when you serve it, because it always has a little dip in the middle, they always serve it upside down. Okay, then it's nice and visually it looks good. Okay, so that's it. I hope our friend there, sitting somewhere there, is happy.
Mercy, how long would we bake it on full fire, on full flame?
It's steamed. Yeah, full flame.
Sorry.
1 hour.
And then reduce it.
Yeah, then another 45 minutes. It depends on the tin that you're using. Now I have used the 6-inch tin. My cake is going to be tall. Now if you use 2 6-inch tin, your cake is going to be a little less, not very tall, but your steaming time is going to be reduced. Okay, but
okay.
Maximum 2.5 hours you must steam. Okay. Good. Okay. So do you all have any doubts, any questions, please? People also quiet.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask a question. I just wanted to know the time, like the high heat you said is for half an hour. Could you please repeat that for what you did for the 6-inch tin?
No, 6-inch tin also 1 hour. Then after that, 45 minutes, then half an hour.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you buy the molasses from?
I bought it from I think first time I bought it from Profit Market.
Okay.
But then you get it online, you get it on Amazon. I've ordered from Amazon also. Then you get an urban platter. You
Okay.
get yeah.
And the tartar sauce also from Lokhandwala?
What's that?
Tartar sauce. Cream of tartar.
Cream of tartar is very common. Yeah, from Lokhandwala you get. Okay.
Okay.
Now there's another brand that's also I did a little. I bought earlier. I have bought this brand. What is that?
Ma'am, how much sugar and butter did you use?
This grandma molasses is an imported one. It cost about 550, 600 for 350 grams. And there's another Indian one. It's a cinnamon molasses.
So for half kg is 300. But then see, if you're not making all this often, you don't have to buy this molasses. You know, you can just avoid it. Only thing, the color it's not so. I know in our they sell caramel colors. You know, you can try that if you want.
And
I
are
don't use it.
okay.
Yeah, I don't use it
Thank you.
because this molasses just takes your cake to another level. You know, it's from sugar cane. You know, yeah.
Madam,
Anything else?
madam,
Any
how
other
much of
doubt?
sugar and butter you used?
What's that?
Sugar and butter?
Where? Oh, in the cake.
Yeah.
Butter is 250, sugar is 100. And then for the caramel, I use 125.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Just give me 2 minutes and clean up this place.
Butter was 200.
How much of maida did you use?
That is 350, 320, I think.
350.
320. And how much was
Cake, yeah.
butter? How much was the butter?
Butter is 250.
250. And what else do
Somebody
you have?
asked me. Somebody asked
And sugar
about
100.
100 grams.
Somebody asked about the cake. The maida.
320.
Huh? Yeah. It's flour is 300, butter 250.
Now he said 320, no?
No, 320.
Yeah.
Yeah. 320. See, the first 1 hour, your steamer, it should be roller boiling. Really roller boiling. Really, don't try to reduce in your gas consumption and make it low and all that. Then your cake is something else.
Show us the chicken pie which you made.
Coming, my dear.
Show us the chicken pie that you made.
Yeah, she's bringing it out.
Oh,
Bringing it
okay.
out. Here's the cake.
Yeah, the cake I made. I made this last week. We were supposed to have this class last week. I don't know. I made a mistake. I did not. There was some confusion. So we're having, and then the doctor came up or something like that. And okay. So it's always served. Are you focusing here, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you see how rich and dark this is?
I'm leaving something. Sasha,
Yeah, we can see it, Mosi.
Oh, because Omena says something wrong with the Zoom.
No,
The Zoom.
no, doesn't matter. We can see it.
Okay. So I just cut a slice and I'll show you.
Come out.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
Very, very clean cut.
Yes, thank you.
Who's going to be kind enough in my case to offer?
Okay. These are the,
Oh, lovely.
yeah, thank you.
Lovely.
Okay, here they are.
Oof. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Very lovely.
Thank you. It's so simple. So the filling, usually we don't eat so much very pungent food or very spicy food. So it's very, the recipe is very, you can add whatever, mince you want, or you want to add whatever garam masala or things like that. Now, yesterday I made some dish. See, these are without, these are beef. And these are very freezer friendly also. You can make them and freeze them. Put it in a box like this and freeze them. So whenever you want, you can just take out a few of them and you can microwave them and have them. Okay.
Yeah. What are you going to do with these now? Are you going to sell them? If you are, I would like to buy some.
Vitamin A to Z. Vitamin A to Z is money, money, money. No problem.
If you are, I would like to buy some.
Do you all know that ABBA song, Money, Money, Money?
Yeah. Yes. But Mercy, I'm serious. I want to buy the cake and I want to buy the pies.
Who is this?
Reina Peters. I can send my husband.
Reina, you're entering my territory now.
No, I can't enter the kitchen to make all this stuff because of the heat.
No, there is a standing instruction. Whatever is made for the demo, she sells it to me.
Oh.
It's not just sending it to me. It's a barter system. I give him the cake, he gives me the money.
So you do that for people.
You didn't mention that.
I just want to clarify one thing.
Keep
After you have baked, you can freeze it? Is that what you meant?
Yes. You bring it down to room temperature and then you put it in good Tupperwares and it'll be better. This container, I've been using it for a while, and this morning when I opened it, I had a couple of them breakfast. I think through this small tiny thing, maybe a little what has gone in, condensation happened, or it may be when it is still not room temperature, I put it inside. I did put it inside maybe an hour after I baked, so maybe I should have waited a little while or whatever. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you put it in a box like this, then you cling wrap it. Cling wrap it tight, and then put a label on the top when you made it, how many inside, and the name of it. Why I'm telling you this, I have opened my freezer umpteen number of times and then looked at the boxes and I wondered what is inside this.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And then I've been wondering please don't make that same mistake. label it when you made it. So you know each time you take out your box, you can take out the box that's earlier, that's baked early. So you can cling wrap it, and also I'll tell you when you are what do you call it? Storing this, put one layer, put a parchment paper, butter paper, whatever, and then the next. So the layer down doesn't get damaged. Okay, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Mercy.
Thank you
very much,
an
Mercy.
amazing audience because you did not interrogate me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Bye.
Interrogate me questions that I can't answer, or I don't know the answer, then I have to find a way to wriggle myself out of that situation. So you all
What
been
did you
very
sprinkle
kind.
on the top?
Thank you.
Mercy,
What's
I
that?
have a
What did you
question.
sprinkle on the top of that chicken pie?
I can't hear you.
What did you sprinkle on the top of that chicken pie?
What did you sprinkle?
Sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds.
Not
Sesame.
Sesame. What do you call that?
Okay.
Till.
Okay. Thank you.
Mercy, can you use molasses instead of caramel sugar? Only caramelizing the sugar, can you use only molasses, a larger quantity of it?
You can, but you'll have to, what shall
Eat
I
it.
say? No. The
Mix
liquid
it with
content,
something.
no? You'll have to maybe add another half an egg or little milk or something. You need
Oh.
that consistency that I got in the end. No?
Right. Okay.
You can't have a very watery consistency, neither can you have a very thick consistency. So
Right.
when the caramel got that much of a thing. So
Wait.
I want to thank my new videographer today. She's my.
She kept on dropping the camera.
Bring her to your side. Let us see her. We've got to see her. We've got to see her. Oh,
She's
very good job.
Tell me anytime I'll come. Anytime. So I'm so blessed to have friends like these.
My pleasure.
So thank you.
Question: can we bake this?
No, you can't bake it because the whole consistency is.
Okay, so the steam cake.
Yeah. See the steam cake. Can you see how firm? You get such neat cuts. Who would have thought that when you steam a cake, you would get such a neat cut?
It looks like dodol.
Yeah.
It's a very compact cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dense cake.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Mercy. Thank you for sharing this
one
with us.
is somebody is coming to pick it up. A steamed cake. Also, they love my steamed cake. They say we don't want these baked cakes anymore. I said, but my guests. Can you see the little? I don't want to open it. Can you see the little dip?
Yes.
Dent. So when these Malays they serve, they always serve it like this up, and then they always make it like this in a square tip. So you get neat cuts. So if you serve, you serve like this on the top.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now thank you, Roy, for organizing.
Mercy, one more question. What was the
Not at all.
size of your? Sorry, Mercy. What was the size of your square tin? The size of your square tin.
6 inch.
6 inch. Okay. So can I send?
If you have a big steamer, you can go for an 8 inch, but then you'll not get
the depth, the thickness.
Right. The height. Okay. So if you want visually to look good, we want everything. We want the taste. We want it to visually look good. So anyone has any more questions?
Yeah. I want to know if I can send my husband to collect.
What?
Can she send her husband to collect it?
Yeah, I'll pay you whatever it is, and you can send me the sum of some pies and cake.
Raina.
Okay.
Raina.
Okay. Another thing is, if you have very warm hands, Roy.
Yeah.
Is it getting late? I can stop.
You still got about 7 minutes left.
7 minutes? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. What I want to tell you is all the ingredients for this pie has to be cold. If possible, you can go and keep your hands in the freezer for some time.
Keep your hands in the cold.
And then, so if you have very hot hands, then what you could do is you could take a ball of the pastry, and when you're going to all the little nook and corners, you can from inside, you can push with a pastry ball. Don't use your fingers, okay, if your fingers are warm. Okay, another thing, always allow the pastry to rest. Now you see, I made the pastry for the top. I allowed it to rest. Can you see how beautifully it's just sat there beautifully?
Yeah.
Sometimes you see in some shops, you see them like they are a little opened or they're a little lopsided. This looks so neat, if I may say so myself.
Oh, it is neat.
See?
Very neat.
Can you see how beautiful they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, good finish.
Yes.
Visual to the eyes.
Yes, and it's
We
your
eat.
palate also. Too bad
Yeah,
you
but we
can't
eat
have it.
with the eyes first before it reaches the mouth.
True. Another thing is, don't forget, always you have to dock your touch.
Pocket.
You have to dock your touch. Otherwise, you will not get this neat finish. It will. I don't know. It will. It will not look so neat because it's rising from down, and then the filling also
goes up.
All those kind of things.
See, for chilling the dough, did you keep it in the fridge or freezer?
Fridge. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So thank you.
Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Roy.
Thank you, Mercy.
Yeah, and
Try
Mercy,
Thank you,
Mercy, plan out something good for us again. Maybe not next Sunday, but the following Sunday.
What's that? Something else again. Oh my God.
Something, yes. It's lovely hearing you and watching you.
Roy is fed up with me.
I don't think so.
You know what? I know that there are a lot of good chefs in our parish, and not only our parish. I think anyone can take part in all of this. You must come up and share something. This is not a competition. So just do. Roy had to convince me so much. I said, no, I'd be so nervous and I wouldn't be able to speak. And look at me nonstop now. He said 7 minutes. I've gone beyond some pose. So you should just come up, and then if you need somebody to take a photo video, Omana is there, I'm there, Marina is there. We have so many to help you. You should do something. I'm sure you all can come up with something. So let me see one more. I didn't speak about the lemon, the tom yum paste. Okay, when you look at the ingredients in your bottle, you must have what you call lemongrass. You must have galangal. You must have garlic. You must have ginger. You must have red chilies. That's it. Okay. Now the tom yum paste that are reasonably good that you get here in India is real Thai. It's quite good. I've seen it in Nature's Basket. Then you have I've seen Pad Thai, but I've tried Pad Thai's oyster sauce. I didn't like it. And then there's no, it's not potent. You don't know. Somebody has to tell you it's oyster sauce, and then it's not an oyster sauce. You should open the bottle. You should be able to, and then put in your dish. Okay, it's an oyster sauce. So if that label wasn't there, if one product is like that, I wouldn't go for any of the other products. Okay, Lee Kumki is very good. I always use Lee Kumki because somebody or other comes from abroad, or even I go there, I pick it up. You get them in these lovely glass bottles, and then I shift them to plastic, and then I come back here and I pour them again in glass bottles. It's a circus, Then I've seen Blue Elephant typing. That's also good, and sometimes I buy that because I do not like much preservatives, emulsions and all that. This Blue Elephant doesn't have Ajinomoto. So you can safely use it for your children. You know.
Blue elephant you're talking about, sorry, for the fish sauce?
No, tom yum sauce.
Okay,
So
tom
the
yum.
tom yum sauce, you
Okay.
get some for prawns, and you get some chicken, but I don't see many chicken thing here. I only see prawns, but prawns is also good. Today I used was the prawns one. Okay, now I think it's time. Bye to all of you. Okay, what would you all like to learn? I think randomly you can't answer me. You can message.
Taxi healthcare.
Okay.
Where's that?
Yeah. Okay. So thank you all so much.
Thank
you.
It's been great. Like I said, I'm so thankful you all didn't interrogate me and ask me all tough questions.
Let's find out where this place is.
It's in Jew. It's near 10th Road.
What's happening?
What?
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mercy, it was a good demo.
God
Thank
bless.
you.
Amana also.
Hey, whoever is left behind, just put your videos on. We'll take a snapshot. Omina, come.
Coming.
Margaret Tavares, Celine Miranda, Sheila K, Austin Martin,
Hi, Judy.
Jared,
Hi.
Xavier. Hi. Just put your Sharon Brito, Judy, Jennifer Lemos, Audrey D, Peggy. Peggy, put your video on. You are asking so many questions. Now, when the time comes, she doesn't put a video on. So I'm just giving you another half a minute because my next show will start now in a minute.
Okay, is done.
Are we ready?
Okay.
Peggy, Jennifer, what's happening with you? You don't never put your video on. Christine, Xavier, Angela doesn't have a video. Austin Martin, Margaret Tavares, you were on just now. What happened to you? Okay, all of you say smile to Mercy. Mercy, come on. You're the centerpiece. Omana is hiding herself. Omana, why are you hiding?
She is the main person.
You're the main cake man.
Yeah, we know. How could we have taken this?
1 minute.
Only half her face can be seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute. No? Let me
I need a lot of space in the on the screen.
Yeah, okay. She's calm. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Yeah, welcome.
Bye, Mercy. Thank you.
Bye.